I mean, I thought our guys played hard. I'm proud of them for that. Hung in there. I thought our defense, going against the number one scoring offense in our league, fought all game long. We bent a little bit, but in the red zone, we were fantastic, holding them to field goals the whole time. Third down, they were 2 of 14. Offensively, we were pretty efficient until the last 2 drives. We turned the ball over twice, and that's inexcusable. Can't happen, especially in crunch time, and that's why you lose the game, because you turn it over late. So that's extremely frustrating. But I thought Sky played really well. I thought Jalen Hall played really well. Offensive line wise, I didn't think we played too sharp in the first half, but we got better in the second. I thought we came out of the locker room in a good place in the third quarter, and scored twice, made some adjustments that made a big difference. But we turned it over late, and you can't do that and win a game, especially in this league, and when you're going to play fourth quarter games, and they can't end. Last week we went down and scored. This week we turned it over.
Is there anything the coaching staff has been doing to emphasize the importance of avoiding those late turnovers?
Yeah, I mean, the tip ball, there's not much you can do. I mean, we throw every time Caleb throws, he throws over a net. We have these nets that we bought about 2 years ago that have really helped his throwing motion just to be a little bit higher. I don't know if you remember, he got a lot of tip passes last year, not as many this year, because we bought that. And then we do ball security, and we got to just do a better job. I think our running backs, I don't know how many, I'm trying to knock on wood, but I mean, we haven't fumbled much. The receivers have done a good job. We all go through the same ball security circuit. And our quarterback just needs to have a little bit more attention to detail. It was an RPO play. The mic sank underneath the RPO, which can happen. And his job is to tuck it and run and go get us 3, 4, 5 yards, get us into the next down. And he didn't, I didn't see it. I don't know how he was holding it. I gotta watch all that stuff, but obviously that's a huge play in the game, and at a crunch time with the lead, we're definitely going to drain a lot of clock off. We had just got the ball running a little bit, and that wasn't a backbreaker, but it was a huge play in the game, and we got to be better.
It looked like there might have been some confusion at the mesh point between Sean and Caleb. It didn't look like Sean was was on the right side of Caleb to take that handoff. Did you see that as like a broken play or?
No, it was, we knew it was a pull anyway. I mean, it was a pull all from the get-go. I mean, the question was the RPO going to be there, or was he going to have to follow Sean? So Sean just has to get out of the way and get to his blocking responsibility on that play. So yeah, that wasn't, when we see certain looks, we protect it, and it should still look like a run play, but everyone knows it's not. At least we know it's not. And Caleb makes that call at the line of scrimmage. So no, it wasn't a mesh issue.
This is an offense that put up 44 points on Pitt, but has also had some games where it struggled to finish drives. Is there anything in particular that you attribute that inconsistency to?
No, we just got to execute better. I mean, we had one play in the second quarter. I think it was second quarter. I mean, it was executed beautifully. We just didn't throw it. We had a play. It was like my favorite play in the game. So I got excited when we called it, and it was a little fake draw bender down the middle of the sky, and Caleb didn't pull the trigger, and then he ended up scrambling around, and then we get the field goal blocked. We got penetration on the field goal. I didn't see where it came from. I got to get back and watch that. But yeah, and then that one hurt us. And then we finished the 2 drives in the third quarter, which I thought were huge. And then we really didn't get down there, much after that, because the times we were down there, we scored in the third quarter. We didn't get down there again in the fourth.
The sequence at the end of the first half, were you thinking touchdown all the way, or possibly you get into position?
We were too far away for a field goal, with the wind and everything. We were trying to just take one more shot. I thought they did with the penalty and the draws. I wanted to make sure they didn't have any more time left. They had just hit 1 or 2 big plays, and I wanted to give us a shot. They played super soft. Sky got into the middle of the field, and he hit him, and we ended up short. I didn't want him to take a chance with the ball, but we were just out of field goal range. I didn't want to take a shot after what happened earlier. I wanted to take one more shot, and I thought the offense, I mean, we didn't come away with points on that drive, but I thought we did a good job making sure they didn't get the ball, and we gave ourselves a shot at the end zone. There's one read up that I think we had a shot, and about second down, Borski down the middle. I thought we had a shot of getting it to him. Caleb was scrambling already at that time, but I was happy we got ourselves a chance. If we would have got another 5-10 yards, we might have tried one, but we didn't want to risk anything.
The defense held Eastern Michigan to just 42 yards over their first 4 drives. After that point, every single drive of theirs ended in the red zone and with points. What did you think sort of caused your defense to slip up there later in the game?
Well, I mean, they made some plays. We played a lot of man coverage and we brought a lot of pressure. And the thing about that is it's all or nothing. When it's man coverage and you complete a ball, if you break a tackle, it ends up being a 20, 30-yard gain. But we were stout in the red zone. I mean, we kept making them kick field goals and kick field goals and kick field goals. And I think to hold a team to 22 is a team that's averaging 35 or 38 or whatever they're averaging. I thought the defense played a great game. A couple of big plays. I'm sure they're going to, we didn't get a turnover. That's something we need to do and do better. We're undefeated when we get a turnover. We're undefeated when we don't turn the ball over. And we turned it over and didn't get a turnover and we didn't win. So, I thought they played pretty good other than the offense made a couple plays late. They won a couple one-on-one matchups, which is going to happen. But 22 points is a good job by the defense.
It was Jawan Hamilton ran for 179 yards for the Eagles, had a big 60-yarder early in the second half. What, in your opinion, made him so hard to bring down today?
He's just a big guy. I mean, they're huge up front. They're 6'9", 340, and we got gapped out once or twice, and we got to do a better job being in our gaps every single play, because they did gap us out one time. They started getting in 12 personnel more because their 11 personnel original plan wasn't working, and which made it a little tougher on us. But we knew he's going to run hard, and he had really just that one big one, and other than that, he had 100 yards on 18 carries or something like that. So I thought they played well. They made a couple big stops, especially when they got inside the 4. They had first and goal from the 4 once, and we made him kick a field goal. And I just thought those guys just kept coming and did a really good job. And we didn't do the offense didn't do what they needed to do to win the game.
Eastern Michigan went 3 for 3 today on 4th down attempts. Did you have any thoughts on any of their 4th down plays?
Not really. I mean, they had the jet sweep. They tried up the gut a couple times, and they got to the edge on us the one time. Obviously, the last one was the quarterback sneak, which they needed 6 inches on. And I forget the third, 4th down, but I know those two. And they got to the point where they needed 4 downs. And good for them, 3 for 3. They were 6 for 6 in the red zone, but most of those were field goals, which is huge. And give them credit. They didn't turn the ball over, and we did. And that's the name of the game in close games, especially in this league and in the West.
The team obviously started the year 4-1. You've slid now down to 6-5. Is there anything in your opinion that you can do against Northern Illinois in a potential bowl game to make this season feel like a success?
Yeah, obviously win, right? You got to win, against a good team. They've played 8 games that have come down to the last possession, and they've won 6 of the 8, and we haven't won. We've been in games. We've got down to the last, a couple we've won late, but they've been in last second field goal games and made them, and a couple people missed some on them, and they're a great football team. So I expect it to be another game like today. We knew coming into this game it was going to be a game like this, and we were ready for it the whole time until obviously the last 2 drives. So that's going to be the biggest thing, and it continues to reinforce the message of don't turn the ball over. We went the first 5 games or 6 games without a turnover, and we were playing well, obviously, and then we've turned the ball over. And you turn the ball over, it's not like we're not moving the ball. It's not like we're not running the ball efficiently. We're throwing it efficiently. Caleb was 22 of 29, but turnovers kill you, and that's really what's happened the last half. And that's what we got to be better at.
One last one for me. It seemed the offense got a little predictable at times earlier in the year with first down run plays. You came out and threw it a lot on first down today. Was that a key part of your game plan? And what do you think worked well about that?
Well, we knew that we felt pretty confident in the coverage we were going to get on first down. And it was kind of the one time we felt like, they were pretty steady Eddie with the look we were going to get, where they were more unpredictable on second and third down, so we mixed it up on those downs, but that was by design. If you watch, Ohio play this team, they did it very similarly, and so that was part of the game plan, and I thought we did a good job. Eric thought he called a pretty good game, on that first down of being aggressive, on those first downs, and it did spark some drives, that we needed to get going there in the third quarter and kept us in the game.